As we told you a moment ago, a couple of minutes ago, a judge ruling to give John Goodman a new trial. So what does this really mean? News Channel 5's legal analyst, Michelle Suskower, a local defense attorney as well, is joining us right now. You are not surprised by this decision at all?
I am not surprised at all. Really, this juror gave out all kinds of very, very negative signals from the first time that we heard that he was writing a book, that he conducted this improper experiment, drinking experiment, before going into deliberations. And now the latest with on the 29th, where he was spoken to again, which is, by the way, very unusual. The judge was clearly not impressed and very, very upset. And that's why he granted a new trial here.
And we're talking, of course, about Dennis DeMartin, the juror in this case, who then came out and said he had conducted a study. You said that that was a big part of this.
It was a big part, but what the judge actually, what he focused on here was really sort of four different issues. What he said was that the information about DeMartin's ex-wife having a DUI was highly relevant and material, meaning if the defense knew that DeMartin's ex-wife had a DUI, they would have excluded him, and that the defense did everything that they possibly could do to try to get this information in terms of background checks and social media, etc., and couldn't find that information. And that's why the judge found that clearly John Goodman was denied due process, denied a fair trial. And, you know, the judge gave some really significantly serious statements about DeMartin in his order. He said that DeMartin was recklessly indifferent to the truth, and he said that he was cavalier and offensive on Monday, which we covered, and that he lacked an appreciation of the sacred role of a juror. So I think this is really a message to people who serve on juries, which we desperately need people who are fair and impartial, and that this is very serious, and that people should be taking their role as juror very seriously.
Besides the complete waste of time for this first initial trial, not to mention taxpayers' money, on the much bigger, broader scope of this, Michelle,
right.
Roy Black, the defense attorney in this case, issued a statement just a short time ago, and he made mention that the fact that social media plays such a role in our daily lives now, we can expect to see more of this in the years to come?
Well, I hopefully we won't expect to see more and more misconduct, but there is that sort of that fear, because everyone wants to tell everyone they know what they're doing the moment that they're doing it. So we're using social media as attorneys in terms of background checks. They're out there. We look at them because we want to make sure we have the best jurors that we can for our case. And actually, the jury instructions in Florida were recently changed to reflect that, to let jurors know, by the way, don't tweet, don't Facebook. This is not something that you have to share. You can't share this information. Your role is sacred.
Such a sign of the times. Michelle Suskower, thanks for being here.
Sure,
I know you're going to be
you.
here for the next hour throughout our entire evening newscast here. Jay, back to you.
All right, Shannon.